Alright, what's going on, my fellas, my friends, and anyone who's taken the time to watch this video? Look, I have been making videos for on and off for about 6 months. It's a little pastime, keeps me engaged, and it helps me practice my speaking a little bit. And it's a creative outlet, so I just kind of find it fun, I suppose. And whenever I'm in a slump, it helps me to, think outside the box, make me, or bring me back to being a bit more present, and just, working on speaking my mind, working through ideas, and also giving myself a task or something to do to learn. So, like, for example, I'm interested in stocks and I'm interested in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and investing. So one of the ways I figured to be able to learn a bit more about crypto and the various currencies, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few other alternative coins, is to actually throw myself into it, watch other videos on YouTube, see what other people are saying about it, read up on it, learn about the trading side, learn about some of the fundamental projects, learn about the applications, with some of the larger organizations. And it's interesting, right? So there's implementation with large companies in the media. So Microsoft are on board, banks are considering it. If you're in the game community, Steam implemented it, which is a massive gaming platform where you could buy games for a little bit. Obviously they've retracted that and you can't buy it anymore because of issues with the volatility, but look, don't worry about that. There's a lot of opportunity in crypto. The idea is it's decentralized, it's a ledger or a blockchain which verifies a transaction, independent of a centralized body like a bank or a financial institute. Obviously it's centralized in other ways, like some factors of centralization is having all of the power or majority of the influence with a with a minority or a small group of people who have a major influence in things. But that's sort of the case with a lot of capitalism, a lot of capitalistic businesses. It's just, we can't get away from it. But yeah, look, some of the other videos I've talked about have been, I guess, personal development. I've done some videos inspired by Gary Vaynerchuk on documenting instead of focusing too much on creating. So part of that documenting is just, sharing my intuitions, sharing my feelings and my experiences, and thinking out loud basically as to what videos, what projects, what things I want to work on. I've so far tried a couple of things, like it was recommended to me or found online through some tips from other people that there's some of the things that worked for them was creating a Facebook group. This works really well because you can have people who will be able to post, share ideas, create a sense of community around a niche channel, and I think that works pretty well. So I've done this for my investing, and I think most of the people who've joined my group are people who have who are more interested on investing in stocks rather than cryptocurrency. I think a lot of you guys that have been drawn to my videos have come to my videos through how to invest in stock video that I made quite a while ago that's generated 60 odd thousand views, which is an incredible feature. Considering I had no idea what I was doing back then. I made the video with basically myself starting the video by saying that I'm not very good at this, and that sometimes I'm a little bit scatterbrained, that I'll pause during my videos and lose my train of thought. So like that still happens now, but at the start of that video I started that, and I think maybe people were receptive to the idea that I was, somewhat maybe different, because I exposed my vulnerabilities and then I went on to make the video anyway. There was also the feedback on the other side, where, and I think that maybe sometimes makes yourself more likable, because you're able to share and become more relatable when you expose some of your vulnerabilities, and that's something that people can relate to. The other side of it was I got comments saying that, some of the advice was to never start with a negative thing, right? Never preface saying that you're not very experienced, or something that will suggest that you're not very good at something, because if you didn't say it, people wouldn't have thought about it anyway. So make no apologies, just go through, deliver your experience, do whatever to the best of your ability, and then let the other person make their own judgment. But even then, don't worry too much about their judgment. Focus on the things that are in your control, focus on the things that you can improve, and just who gives a fuck about what other people care about too much. Focus on why you're doing it, most importantly, and then further to that, what interests you. Experiment, just have fun with it, learn as you figure it out. If you're creative, just do things. A lot of the times I've found when I get good stuff done, it's through creativity, it's through momentum, it's through repetition, but then also trying new things, and then knowing when to sort of take a break from things and then trying some new things. So, currently the things that I'm trying that are new, not a lot. I mean, I always find myself coming back to smoking, but I've managed to be able to quit for 37 days now. One of the things that's helped is having an app on my phone that is a count up. It has a counter on it, so every day it counts up and it shows me how far I've come. So I think that's becoming a little bit easier. It's a challenge when I'm out with friends and there's drinks involved, but I've been managed to able to hold off this far, so I'm gonna see it through and just give up the habit completely. So that's something that I've done differently. I want to get into photography. I want to take my photography further and continue that again, because I've taken a long sort of break from it. I think although I'll edit photos here and there, for the most part I haven't done much in a while, and because I've got a pretty great camera, I think some of these photos I can actually get blown up and maybe decorate my room with some of the artwork and with the photos that I've taken. So that might be something to do. I've had probably about a month now, or even a little bit longer, maybe about 4 to 5 weeks, where I've deleted a lot of the social media apps off my phone. So I've taken Instagram off my phone, I've deleted Facebook, I've deleted YouTube. I can still access these files, these social media platforms when I log on to them, when I search through the browser, but because it doesn't automatically save my details, and because YouTube doesn't have the videos and subscriptions that I have, I find myself less likely to watch them. And I haven't deactivated my video, I haven't completely decided not to go on these platforms anymore, but I've decided to only access them from my computer so I can limit my exposure to how often I'm using it. And I have to say I am feeling a little better. One of the things with investments or cryptocurrency is you're constantly checking the prices, you're constantly checking news. Twitter is probably something that's taking up a lot of my time, seeing people post updates and their opinions and trading opinions and charts and thoughts on the markets with every fluctuation. So that's something I probably need to work on a bit. But right now I'm just getting back into videos, getting the momentum again. Sometimes I go through episodes where I feel really down, and I've mentioned this in some of my other videos, but then I'll go through periods where I've got high energy, so I just have to learn to manage that a little bit better. But I think I'm getting more creative. I think I've obviously got the skills that I've developed from the past, and my videos will fluctuate. Sometimes they'll be really good when I get into the momentum or I'm having a good day, but other days I'll feel sort of a lack of self-esteem, or maybe a lack of confidence for no reason, or maybe it comes from guilt from not making videos for a while. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know when I feel good, and sometimes it just takes a little bit to get going. So hopefully you guys got something out of it. I know I rambled quite a bit in this one. I actually had zero plan for this video, so it's really off the cuff. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Hopefully you can relate to some of the things I'm saying, and hopefully you enjoyed the update. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and it helps build a bit of my awareness. It helps get my videos out there, and I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.